Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lessons and Blessins. I'm your host, Kurt Weathers. I just hope that each and every one of you is just having the most blessed day from the Lord. And if you're not, I think the Lord wants to tell you that He loves you, even those of you who are in a dark place. You know, you should remember that the Lord's love is strong, and it can penetrate deep, deep down in the dark, tight places. Okay, let's move on to the first lesson of the day. Our first lesson comes from Bill in Muggers Creek. Bill writes, "Love the show, Kurt." Thanks, Bill. I was trying to watch TV with my kids the other day, but there's nothing edifying out there. I was wondering if you could recommend anything family safe for viewing. Excellent question, Bill. You're absolutely right. A lot of TV can be bad news for kids these days. I mean, how can your family worship God and American idols at the same time? You can't. You just can't. You know, I used to let my kids watch True Blood because I naturally assumed it was about the powerful forgiveness that can be found in Jesus' true blood. But that is not what that show is about, let me tell you. So that's why TV's just for the grown-ups in the Weathers household these days. One show I do like to watch after the kiddies have gone to bed is Dancing with the Stars. The contestants are so athletic and young and supple. It's just such a joy to watch God's creations move around like that. A word of advice though, Bill, you are going to want to watch that show with your wife. She'll be able to keep you accountable to bouncing your eyes away from the women dancers. You're going to want to avoid that temptation. Just focus on the men. All right, today's lessons have been brought to us by Moses Ark Christian Bookstore. I bought my most recent Bible there, the Strong Man's Edition. It's a men's-only Bible that teaches you about being a godly man, getting to know other godly men, and really getting inside godly men. Moving on to our next lesson, I want to tell you a story about something wonderful the Lord did for me this morning. You know, I was running late for the station, but I needed to go to the drugstore to get some chapstick, because you know I love to have soft lips. But when I got to the drugstore, all of the parking spots were taken. So I knew I needed to cry out to the Lord for His help. And you know what? He answered me. The person who parked closest to the door had left their car in gear, and it just rolled right on down the hill into the lake next to the drugstore. So I was able to get in, get my Burt's Bees, and get to the station on time. Isn't it just amazing how the Lord blesses us sometimes? Let's open up the phone lines for the blessings portion of our show. Go ahead, first caller.
Hi, my name is Sam.
Well, hi, Sam.
My dog ran away.
Oh, you poor thing. I know we've all run away from the Lord at one time or another. But you know what's great? He never stops looking for us, no matter what.
But I've looked everywhere. My mom says I should just give up.
Well, it sounds like your mom needs to read her Bible more. I recommend the Manly Woman edition. It teaches women about manly men. So have you prayed and asked God to bring your dog back?
Yeah.
And did you put signs up around the neighborhood?
Yeah, but that was a while ago.
Well, how long ago was it when your dog ran away?
2 years?
Oh. Well, you know what? You know what the Bible says? It says, "Seek and ye shall find." I think the Lord might be telling you it's time to seek a new dog. Thanks for the call, Sam. Let's move on to our next caller. You're on Lessons and Blessins. What's your name?
My name's Rufus Smothers.
Rufus. What a blessing. What's your prayer request, Rufus?
Yeah, my 5-year-old boy only wants to play with Barbies and other girls' toys. I've tried giving him G.I. Joes, water guns, plastic grenades, Nerf rocket launchers, fake Bowie knives. Heck, I even showed him how to shoot birds with a pellet gun. But Kurt, he just doesn't seem interested in being a man. My wife thinks it's no big deal, but I'm worried that he's not going to know how to raise a family of his own if he isn't interested in pretending to kill all his friends.
Rufus, I understand. It's a scary world out there for fathers these days. There's all that political correctness out there. But I don't think you have too much to worry about. Now, if your son starts to play with the Ken dolls more than the Barbies, you should contact your pastor immediately. All right, let's move on to another blessing that comes in the form of an email from Doris in Rego Park. Looks like Doris is asking for prayer because she's about to have surgery on her... Oh my. Well, Doris, you are in our thoughts and in our prayers. And remember, the Lord can touch you anywhere. Let's move on. Next, let's go to our Bible verse of the day. As always, we're going to use the Kurt Weathers Random Bible Verse iPhone app. It chooses a random Bible verse that's guaranteed to apply to your day. Today's verse is Genesis 27:27. So he went to him and kissed him. When Isaac caught the smell of his clothes, he blessed him and said, the smell of my son is like the smell of a field that the Lord has blessed. And isn't that just the truth? May we all smell like a field that the Lord has blessed. We're going to take a break, but stay tuned. When we come back, we're going to talk about whether or not it's okay to read Song of Solomon if you're single. We'll be right back.